gonna bring us not for not getting done. I'm gonna second your motion.
What is it paying?
Sir?
What's it paying? Hell, I might want the job. Everybody can laugh, but I'm dead serious. What's it paying?
I said that it would pay half of the salary that was allocated, which is roughly $20,000.
You're not gonna find anybody to do that for $20,000.
No, he's talking about
It's not
adding
We're
fair.
adding
everything.
somebody.
Let him finish.
That's not all.
But that would add to the constable's job, which is 27, isn't it?
29 or 30 after the,
So that would be 40, let's see, for the constable.
Could you tell me your exact motion?
Well,
hold on, I may change it.
I'm for 44,720,82.
That's with insurance.
No, that's good above. No, you had 10 on it.
That's what I was asking you about, with insurance
where is it?
and travel.
They're on the.
And the thing that was-
Fourth page.
Which page?
Remember the other part of that was.
Oh,
Starting salary
assuming that Richard would give up
29,128.
his 14.4 in travel.
mhm.
Right.
So it's not like it's a huge raise, he would have a county vehicle.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm just asking, what's it gonna pay?
It's gonna be, let's see, it's,
29,
When it's all said and
128.
done.
okay, so it would be the 29, that's what it is right now, 29,
120,82.
120.82. And then the 20, it would be a little less than 20, actually. You did half of it, right?
Yes, because it would be at, be $19,080. Would be half of the lowest deputy position we have right now.
That would be 48. 48.
On top of the originals, what they're making now,
No, that's including the constable pay now.
you just raised it, we just went up to 31 something, didn't it?
That's, yeah, that's what
That's
I
after the raise, though. That's after the raise.
think what he's saying is that it's not 29 anymore after the raise, it went up to.
That's correct, but we're not there yet. Right now, we're at 29,120, and then if we add the 19, then it would be the question about whether we were gonna put the raise on that, or on that, or what. So, and the question is, let's see, won't be that much.
We've already voted to have that constable position get the raise.
Okay, so what would it be with that?
Had 25.
Right at 50.
50,700? Not 57.
I thought you said 57.
50,700, is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. It'll be 50,700.
Your Honor, can I say something? If, being that this kind of been opened up about it's being okay for a constable or whoever to do this, y'all might want to open it up and see what other person might be interested in doing this. Not me, I mean, I'm not an environmental crime officer yet, but I can be. But if there's other law enforcement that are whatever, that want to do this, I'm open for y'all to do whatever y'all want to do with it. I don't bother me a bit.
The plus to me is having, first of all, getting somebody that's already employed with the county, that cuts out one insurance, and somebody that's an officer and can write tickets. So that would, I think, be the only pool we'd be looking at, wouldn't it?
Right, but there might be other elected law enforcement guys that would want that job. So, I mean, open it up to that to see who y'all want to pick. I mean, it's like the sheriff, it's like the sheriff said, if the money's right, he might want it, you know?
Yeah, 'cause by what you're saying, $4,000 difference from my headache to that. $4,000. That's unbelievable.
That's why I think it should be, I think it should be an entity in
Well, it's a
itself.
little less than what the chief deputy makes.
Yep, I don't like that either. That's why I said what I did at the beginning of the budget hearings.
The only other option you have is, I would say, spread it across all the constables, let us take care of our own prison.
They're not gonna do that.
But that's
I mean,
what
not
they just
everybody's
said,
gonna do
you
that.
can't make them do their environmental.
No, but I mean, if they agree to do it, you spread it across everybody, and we take care of our own prison. And that's just part of the job. I mean, that's an option. I mean, we're all, you know, because if you give it to one person, just like sheriff did, you give it to one person and they're gonna be making more than the sheriff, I don't think it would be
They're not
right.
making more than the sheriff.
No, but I'm saying, if.
$4,000 difference.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
$4,000.
more than the,
You know, so I'm saying, what I'm saying is that you don't wanna put it on one that pushes them way above the limit of whatever.
Let's think about where we were for a minute. We had a guy doing it for $38,600, who was fixing to get a $2,500 raise, so it's gonna put him a little over $40,000 to hold that position.
Right?
Okay, and so what if something would have happened and we needed a constable and he wanted to fill that constable position? What's the difference? About the pay, if you're doing two jobs, then you deserve more pay.
Well, I agree. You're not gonna get an argument on that. I'm just saying that if you give it to one person and it puts that person above his pay grade, that wouldn't be right.
But we haven't done that though.
I know, I'm not saying you have, but you're talking about putting it to whoever you give it to, it's putting them up, adding more money to it, it's putting them up in that higher pay scale. So, I mean.
Which I think somebody should get paid more.
Well, then spread it across all your constables. Yeah, because,
Richard, you
or keep it in one entity and make it an entity in
so
itself.
he's saying this is a full-time job. Do you think you could handle both of those, constable and health and safety?
Yeah, by all means, yeah. I mean, as much as I put in now, but I'm just not gonna have any, I don't want any controversy over me.
Well,
In
it's not
any
gonna
way,
be you
but
having the
it's just-
controversy, we're the ones
I'm
up here
not,
talking
I
about it.
understand,
I understand.
I'm gonna give an example. When I needed an environmental man for a very serious thing at Richard Chambers Creek Lake, and Mr. Evans is very aware of this. And that someone went and dumped some raw sewage on the road. And so I needed an environmental person then. I didn't need it till after a while because the evidence is gonna be gone. And when I called Mr. McGee, he got up there, got that taken care of. So I mean, I understand the constable part of it, but you can't always get a hold of a constable. I don't think.
I haven't had anybody ever call me, so I can't answer that. I can tell you that if you call me, I'm gonna respond, just like Richard will respond. I mean, that's the only thing I can say. But I'm
I
just saying
appreciate
that,
that.
what I'm saying is that the environmental job, whether it stays its own entity or it's spread out, it needs to be a full-time job.
Okay, thank you. We're gonna make it a full-time, or we're gonna do something else, let's decide something.
Okay, we do have a
Bob,
motion on
would you-
the table. We have a motion and a second on the table.
We're still discussing.
Okay.
No, but
Okay.
thank you, because I sometimes
Thank you.
forget that,
I
yes.
got a question for Buck. I mean, where you are as a constable right now, how would you feel about having that additional duty?
I've already had 14 years there for Bill.
Right, well, and I understand that, but Bill's not here, and I'm just asking.
Yes,
Every time I call Buck, he goes.
Right.
Every time.
But that's what I'm saying, and there's one constable that's not here. And because I'm thinking if the other constable didn't want it, and Buck didn't want it, maybe we got two constables that could split it, and you split precincts. One have two precincts, the other have two precincts.
I just know Bill was handling that $500-something a year, but it's still $300 a day. That'll give you an idea of what they're gonna be looking at.
But I have to agree with Mr. Ridge. When he needs an environmental person, he needs it today, not yesterday. So, how do you do that? The sheriff will have to answer how many calls that McGee got, because I have no idea. I know he responded to a lot of calls.
We don't get them all.
No, he didn't get them all.
No, we get them. You know,
What do you do with them?
huh?
What do you do with them?
I call Buck for something I can't do. If it's mattresses, furniture, I don't mean an oil spill, I'm talking about household stuff and all that, we go pick it up,
Right.
put it on the burn pile.
Been doing it all the time.
Oh, I'm talking about the calls.
Can't mow the road because it's full of tires, we go pick them up.
Well, and that's gonna happen anyway.
It's gonna happen anyway, yes.
Because if you can't find who the owner is of the property that was dumped, it's still gotta be picked up.
Sure.
If I go out there and find somebody's name in a trash pile and I remove that or something, then that's a crime scene and I've just messed up the investigation. So that's why I always call up an officer. I called Mr. McGee before, and then last week I called the sheriff's office and Chief Mallory sent a deputy out there and he resolved the problem. And it had a name on it, it had a box that said live animals. So I sure wasn't gonna touch it.
Is it what?
Live animals.
I know.
And it hadn't been open. So they took care of it, the sheriff department came out and took care of it. One of their deputies came out. Hmm?
We're on. What was the motion, what was the second?
I guess I'll tell you what, I'm
The
going to
county-
rescind the motion.
Okay, I will need the motion to write down for you to rescind.
Motion was to, um, yes, to appoint Richard McGowan, Constable Precinct 3, Health and Safety Officer. Do you rescind your second?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you rescind your first?
Yes.
We had it budgeted as a full-time position. Make a motion, we leave it in the budget, it was full-time, we had a man hired. Let's try it one more time.
Wait, now, say that again?
Chris McGee was hired, it was in the budget,
Yes, hold on.
full-time. Let's try it one more time.
Are you going to try to fill the two positions?
No, just one.
Well, that money wasn't for one position.
It was for the emergency management guy also.
And emergency management, those two
Try it one
positions.
more time.
The county's saving money by allowing Richard to do it, if Richard will do it. They're saving money.
Yeah.
That's obvious.
Yeah.
We have enough time to do both jobs, the constable and everything, but that's all over the county.
Just got asked a question, he said yes.
Well, my big concern is, we need to get somebody in emergency management. And so,
But if we start looking for one person to do both jobs, it's going to take us a lot longer to find. I would say, I don't think we can. This was a way, in my opinion, it was a way to save the county money get one position filled, make it easier to find emergency management, yes.
I receive a motion.
Just quit writing them down for a while.
Yeah.
Emergency management clerk.
I guess. I'm not trained though. But I don't want to be trained. I want to get a person that will do that part-time.
Part-time. I don't know if you found a part-time,
Okay, let's go back to this other thing. I work at the emergency management later. I know they don't want me as emergency management. You can ask Billy. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I do the best I can. I don't know what all they need and what all these, who to contact and all that, and I don't want to have to do that. I will, but I don't want to. I've done a lot of things I don't want to do, so there you go.
Let's get this and go somewhere.
There isn't anything else. There's a little bit of stuff, but when we come back, we have to start all over. Unless we just absolutely can't make a decision. All right, let me ask you. Is the concern that the salary is too high? Sure.
I'm not saying the salary's too high. I'm still saying mine is too low.
There you go.
I mean, that's just the fact of the matter. It is, I'm not saying it's too high. I'm just saying mine is too low.
So if you, whatever they were gonna add to the salary as far as that position, they added it to your position.
I already asked him to be the emergency management coordinator, and he gave me some bad words.
But that would, you know, if it's a $20,000 a year raise, you see what I'm saying? It'd be a $20,000 a year raise for you.
To do
If
the
you
job I'm legally bound to do in the first place. I'm legally bound to do it anyway. So, I mean,
But you have,
we don't have, I mean, that's kind of what he's been saying, is everybody's legally bound to the health and safety anyway.
But who's going to do the job?
I mean, that's nice, not somebody.
You have to have a position for it, correct? You have to have a person that does that job?
No,
We need a health and safety officer.
it's good to have one.
Now, if everybody, if the four wanted to split it, but
The only thing I was saying is that environmental, emergency management, they're separate entities and they're full, it takes your full attention. Environmental, the same way. I mean, that person, it's gonna be real difficult for one person to do two jobs. I mean, if you're doing a constable job full-time, and all the stuff that you have to do, and do environmental at the same time, it's gonna be very difficult.
that's the only issue, is you think it ought to be full-time?
I think it should be full-time. I think
And
a
the
person
only
should be
issue
full-time.
with the sheriff is, and I really think you should make more money. I do. I wish we could pay all of our employees more money, but I know you hard, that you work hard. I do. But if you want to be the emergency management person, you can. But you don't want to be.
During the time of emergency, I gotta manage my office,
That's true.
not the whole
That's
county.
Okay.
That's the issue.
If we go forward with this, Richard, if you determine that you cannot do both jobs, you will let us know, is that right?
yeah, but I
And
think,
then we have to adjust you down, you understand that?
adjust me down.
If you decide you didn't want to do that.
Take all your money.
So that we can hire somebody else.
If he's got this officer title, he's able to write tickets in each of the precincts, right?
Yeah.
Right, not
Yes,
just ours.
yes.
I could say as being judge for the precinct that he's in now, he does an outstanding job.
Yes.
Y'all can tell by the reports he does, the man's always out. always at every call that I've been at, how he beats me, but he does. So, I think he's gonna do a good job regardless either way y'all put it. He's gonna be involved, so.
If we do that, and he can't take care of it, besides, can he revert back to what his just constable salary is right here on this paper?
We can, I don't know that we can make him do that, once it's set.
Well, because then you'd be
I mean,
making
he
it back
could
to
give that position
full-time.
up, and then we would need to hire or appoint somebody else.
But you wouldn't
If
have
it came to
that
that.
full-time job anymore, would you, until the next budget? If you make it to be where it's only half the funds at this time, surely you could do it for a year, until the next budget. You see what I'm saying? Because y'all wouldn't have as a full-time amount of this amount,
Well, you can,
38 or whatever it
we
is.
can look at it and figure out what to do.
Yeah.
Sure could, yeah,
He can handle it.
yeah.
Just give him more work, he's fine.
That's what I was
You don't
saying,
sleep
that if you want to do it, try it 1 year. He's gonna be, I'm saying he's gonna have as much as he's, like she just said, all he's gonna do anyway. Then you're gonna take the whole county on, the dogs and everything, what,
No,
environmental?
You wouldn't get it all.
That's not
That's not
environmental.
Environmental, all over the county. I'm saying it's gonna one next time to do it. Now, if all 4 precincts gonna take it, it's just gonna be a regular job, yeah, it'd work. I'm not gonna ask them to do any more what they're doing. But if Richard would do that, I'd make a motion for 1 year time. And come back to next year's budget, if he don't want it, he can go back to his salary pay as constable, or hire somebody to do it for 1 year.
Okay, is that a motion?
That's the motion.
that's a motion.
I say.
All in favor, aye? Motion carried. All right, let's see now.
Does that start
That's about all I'm thinking of.
Does that start today or October?
Ma'am,
Does he start today or October?
he's already been started, I think. But it starts October 1st. So we will need to look about getting some, find the classes and all those kind of things that we have to do. All right, I will give you the information that I got from TIG, and I'll be getting some more. I will give you that on the ambulance stuff, so that we can talk about that again, next Wednesday. Is there anything else that we need to address today?
Tig, also,
I'm just gonna mention, that environmental school is in there, that's just one time a year.
You know what?
It just happens one time a year.
Okay, we'll get to looking at it then. Thank you.
It's a 40-hour course, I think.
Tig requested 150,000 altogether last year. Do they have that in there?
He didn't, he just gave me the information.
Oh, well, they told me 150 what they got last year.
Okay. So, is that what you're recommending, that we change it to 150?
That's what we gave them last year.
We did.
Well, we're gonna give Fairfield 150?
That's what we're trying to
Oh,
decide.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's what they requested too, is 150.
And I think, I don't see my paper right here, but, you know, they're in the process of getting their ambulances and things redone also, so I know they do need that money to work on that.
Don't forget to approve that report.
Mhm.
Gotta approve that report to your left, senior services report.
Yeah. We just like to do it next week. We'll be here next week.
Next Wednesday?
Next Wednesday, and then we'll be back on the 31st,
And the 31st is to,
the Tuesday.
And that's no such tax rate?
Yes, and so we're announcing that now that on August the 31st, there will be a meeting to vote on the tax rate. What time is it?
2:30.
We're good. Go ahead and start getting that stuff ready to take.
Salaries, every elected official gets, every elected official gets the 2,500.
We'll talk in a minute.
2:30.
Open enrollment's in the morning,
And Friday.
start tomorrow and Friday.
And
And
And now, is it now too?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's up in here.
They're over here.
I had a lady call me, are we in comments now?
Yes.
I had a lady call me Saturday about some stray dogs on County Road 941. And so I told her that I would mention that in court.
Okay.
So I mentioned that there was some stray dogs on County Road 941. I
So
think
if
she
anybody wants a
contacted-
dog, go out and look. Take your pick. Anybody wants a dog, go out and take your pick.
You said it, not me, good, thank you.
If they want a dog, it's a good spot to get one.
Y'all had me down as being on the insurance, that's $10,000 and I'm not on it. Can I?
Well, what if you quit? We have to appoint someone. Well, we always show those positions, even if somebody says they're not gonna take the insurance, we still have to show it on there in case they change their mind.
Oh, change it. Can I put
You
it
know,
in
change
the
it,
gravel?
put it sand and gravel.
Uh-huh.
Okay. You can do that for his, since they track, you know, move them around. Forget I said that.
Okay.
Is that all?
Make a motion with adjourn.
Second.
Adjourned.